Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog, brought to you by Red River Dodge up in Heber Springs. The weather is quiet, more quiet, quieter. I don't know quite how you would put that. See what I did there? The continuous pattern of active storms is just about to get a break. Not saying it's ending, but I think we're going to get a sizable break for all of us to breathe, especially us meteorologists in the Channel 7 Weather Center. We need a break because there's been one right after another. All right, I want to get to the meat of this. There are several things to watch. You can get crazy weather this time of the year, and we have the threat for three things to watch this week. There's three things that I'm really watching. The first of which is tonight, late today and tonight, which I don't think is going to be that big of a deal, but does warrant some attention for Northwest Arkansas, and that's severe thunderstorms. And then Wednesday, and I'm spelling Wednesday W-I-N-D-S day, because I think wind gusts could get up to 40 miles per hour, and there may be non-thunderstorm wind gusts approaching 40, maybe 45 miles per hour, and there could even be some small branches and limbs that come down, maybe even a few sporadic power outages because of the departing storm system, and the threat for severe weather Wednesday isn't there. This is just going to be strong winds wrapping around an area of low pressure leaving Arkansas. The next thing, that's number two. The next thing I'm watching is the potential for some portions of Arkansas to have a frost Friday morning. Told you there's a lot to talk about. This is at 5:30 this afternoon. Future radar, the impact Northwest Arkansas, timing from 7 p.m. to midnight. That's the timing, the impact, high winds and hail, non-thunderstorm wind, bigger story Wednesday across much of the state. So this is the area of the state to watch. Future radar. There's the, again, as we always tell you, these things are never absolutely perfect, but this is at 11 o'clock, and it's showing you where it's thinking there's going to be thunderstorms across Northwest Arkansas. This is the slight risk, which is in effect from Scott County. You see Scott County here, Logan County, on up into northwestern Arkansas, and then it's gone. That's it. All right, now the impact for northwest Arkansas, hail, wind, maybe. I should put that on the low, actually. If you get under a thunderstorm. How about that? If you have a thunderstorm, some wind, hail, low, tornado, low flooding threat. So that's for northwest Arkansas. Let's talk about the winds. Two computer models that I want to show you here for Wednesday. This is 6:30 in the morning. You're going to notice the core of winds where you see these, I guess you would call them oranges. Those are some very high winds which are going to be in Oklahoma and into Kansas, and the core of these winds are going to sweep across the state. Now, this again is at 6:30 in the morning. You're getting wind gusts, but it really doesn't start picking up until the afternoon. You see, this is the RPM computer model. Wind gusts around 36 miles per hour in Little Rock, Russellville. You can see that core of high winds. This of between, oh, by the way, they continue even into the overnight. This is at midnight, but the core of the higher winds begins to shift more into northeastern and north central Arkansas. Notice how they're less out here towards southwest Arkansas. The NAM is stronger with the winds, and we'll take you through with the NAM. This is the North American model, forecast wind gusts. This is at 11 a.m. Wednesday morning. You see here's the core of, see these oranges out here in Oklahoma and Kansas? It's supposed to be windy out there, right? And then you get wind gusts to 30, 29. I mean, that's pretty breezy. But then look what happens. This is at about 4:30 in the afternoon. You're getting wind gusts, a core of wind gusts exceeding 40 miles per hour in that area right there. 30 plus for much of the state. Almost 40. And that's at 4:30. And then notice this is at 2:30, right there, 2:30 in the morning. The core of the highest winds begins to shift away from Arkansas in the northeastern areas of the state. Lighter wind speeds there for southwestern Arkansas. Now that exits, by the way, Thursday not quite as windy. I want to show you Friday morning. This is at 8 a.m. This is the NAM. It's got 46 degrees in Little Rock. That would be cool, obviously, but not to the point where you would have to worry about frost here. But yes, in this area of the state, there could be some frost in the northwestern corner. Could that extend further? I have seen computer model data, computer models that have it coming further south, the potential for some frost. So keep that in mind. Now, I told you there were 3 things that I'm watching. There's actually more than that. This is this is the storm system leaving us. This is tomorrow at 1 o'clock. There's the area of low pressure. This is the European computer model at the surface. These black lines are isobars. You see how tightly packed these isobars are. That's a very tight pressure gradient. Winds strongly coming out of the northwest and the west. There's snow on the backside of that in Iowa and northern Missouri. Yes, they can still get it this time of the year. So that's a departing storm system. That's the wind. But look at this extent. I mean, it gets cold. I mean, there's a strong storm system here. This cold air coming in for the end of the week. But then it warms right back up this weekend. That high moves away. And now you see how these isobars are oriented like this. High pressure has moved away. You get a return flow, and you're getting temperatures warming up. So it's a brief cool snap. And then it looks like some rain possible. Doesn't look like too vigorous of a storm system by the middle of next week. Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. And then this is way far down the road. But this is on Thursday, April 13th. It shows a vigorous storm system coming in, a vigorous one coming in by the end of next week. So that's what I'm saying, is that the severe potential is there today for Northwest Arkansas, and then the threat for severe weather really starts to wind down. We're going to put the pause button on the parade of storms bringing this, and then I don't think it's over by any stretch of the imagination. We've had at least 20 tornadoes, I believe, across the state so far this year in 2017, which is one of the fastest starts that we've had in many, many years. The Gulf of Mexico, as we told you a couple months ago, is boiling. Not boiling, but it's warm. And that's just gasoline being thrown onto a fire. And so you get any storm system that comes by and you get an active pattern like this, it's going to produce heavy rain, severe thunderstorms. So thank you so much for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog, brought to you by Red River Dodge. We are your ticket to big weather events.